And having said this, let's just take a quick recap of which specific topics we're going to share and delve into this present course. We're gonna start off in the next section talking everything about just the theoretical concepts behind BIM. We're still not going to delve into the practical topics, but just the theory, okay? And something we're also gonna comment, how you can register your account and get a fully operational official license from Graphisoft. Once we cover the theoretical concepts, we're just gonna comment the interface, we're just gonna comment the first steps of the navigation, but more focused on the interface and the work environment of the software. And once you understand the work environment, we're gonna jump now into the first steps, which is pretty much how you can navigate a project in 2D and how you can navigate it in 3D, and also another type of information and documentation such as the different schemes, how you can view your different parts of the project, pretty much everything related to the navigation of the project. Once we dominate the navigation of the project, pretty much the next sections are just about 2D concepts, because in order to start covering 3D concepts, first we need to dominate the different ideas and workflows behind the 2D concepts. We're gonna start with something as easy as this drawing over here, then we're gonna jump into a little bit more complex types of drawings, commands, everything related to just how you can manage 2D lines, how you can manage 2D drawings. And once you know how you can manage 2D drawings by using just the line tool and extra tools, we're gonna comment a little bit more about the basic types of fields, how you can use the fill tool, and how you can use the basic drawing 2D tools to generate this type of basic 2D room. Where we also comment how you can start managing the line thicknesses. Once you have a clear understanding of how to work within the 2D space, now we're gonna jump into the 3D construction. First, we're going to start with something basic as just constructing a 3D volumetry, understanding how you can work with the different levels, how you can manage just walls and slabs, because this is pretty much the same concepts we're gonna use for the rest of the course. Once you understand how to generate a 3D volumetry, now we're gonna start off with the project. And the project is continuous. This is not specific activities such as within these modules over here where you just finish up the activity and leave it aside. Now the project is something we're gonna now start and continue through the last section, which is about BIMX, but through the last section of the course. This is a continuous activity. And throughout the lessons I offer you, if you want to work with the example project I'm giving you out in this course, you can do so, but you can always consider one of your personal projects to replicate it within the BIM methodology by using ArchiCad. So you can choose whether you want to use the same example or you want to work with a pilot project on your own enterprise or your own personal space. So in this lesson, we start off by commenting how you can start referencing the information about the project within ArchiCad, how you can use the trace and reference, register basic data. Then we move on to how you can start modeling the basic volumetry of the project, a little bit about the layers definitions, 3 styles, how you can pretty much copy and paste your elements in different levels. Then we continue by now detailing a little bit the basic volumetry by inputting windows and doors to the project. We also review topics such as the library manager, which is something completely required in order to start managing the different components and different objects for ArchiCad. And once we cover doors and windows, now we jump into the objects and the furniture. This is where I explain how you can start downloading even more content from external pages such as BIM components, BIM objects, how you can insert different types of formats such as files from SketchUp, such as families from Revit, and other types of formats. Everything in order to furnish the floor plan and the model for the project. Once you finish up furnishing the project, we now jump into more complex stuff such as the different types of stairs. We can start modeling within ArchiCad, how you can solve different types of stairs, how you can solve the stairs specifically for the project. Then we move on to how you can work with the curtain wall, how you can generate different types of patterns, how you can generate your modulation, your schemes, and everything to solve the curtain wall, the fenestration of the glass works just for the project, okay? And once you've done with the curtain wall, we finish up the 3D modeling line of the course by reviewing the zone tool, which is used to define the different spaces we need for the project. This is something a little bit more hybrid between 2D and 3D, but this is the last topic for the 3D modeling line of the course. And once we are done modeling in 3D the project, or modeling with BIM the project, now we move on to how we can start the documentation process. First, we're gonna prepare the floor plan, so we can start later on detailing it with the use of grids, with the use of dimensions. We're gonna review how the view scale works, how you can use pens and colors, how you can use model view options, pretty much all that stuff. Then we jump into the definition, just the definition of the grids. I'm going to explain you two different methods, how you can solve grids manually, and how you can use the grid system function to solve everything in just one fell swoop, okay? And once you're done with the grids, we jump into the dimension of the project. I'm going to explain once again how you can use different types of dimensions within this small example, and then we're gonna dimension the whole project. I'll also explain some automatic stuff on how you can automatically dimension the floor plan for your project.